And welcome to the 15th Annual Austin Music Awards, brought to you by the Austin Chronicle, KGSR 107, X101X, X101, which one is it? And also South by Southwest Music, Media, Film, and Business Card Convention. We got about 50 different categories, winners that you have selected in your votes for the Austin Chronicle. We're going to present those awards. You get to see what those people look like. And also we got some great Austin music. We got 8.5 Souvenirs, the Texas Tornadoes, Charlie and Will Sexton and the Sexton Sextet. Yeah. 2 tributes to Townes Van Zandt, Jimmy Dale Gilmore, Joe Ely and Friends. Hey, man. And Lou Ann Barton with Jimmy Vaughn. Yeah. It's gonna rock. So we're gonna have a great time tonight. Everybody have a good time. And don't be careful, have fun, all righty? Let's get this first award out of the way because these people are gonna do a little something for us. For the best jazz and the best keyboards, the first award tonight, this internationally flavored act is the Darling of the Lounge Set, recalling Django at the Hot Club in Paris. Their pianist is also gaining his own reputation in jazz circles. Glover Gill, best keyboards, 8.5 Souvenirs, best jazz band.
Yes, thank you very much. Second year in a row, we love you.
Is the envisioned us taller than we actually are. Thank you so much, everybody. We're so proud to be here. We couldn't really hear what was said from backstage, but I'm sure everything's been said. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
While they're setting up and getting ready to play, we're going to get some music from these guys. But first, I've got the first Hall of Fame award to give for the late, great Ernest Tubb, the Texas Troubadour, first Hall of Fame inductee. As soon as they get set up, we're going to hear some great music. This group came on the scene a couple of years ago. I think y'all won last year, right? Best Jazz Band? I believe they did last year. This is the whole new thing. There's a whole new thing called lounge. A whole new thing. But not really. You're going to hear some great music from a great band. This internationally flavored band is one of the best in Austin. Please welcome 8.5 Souvenirs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank
All right, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to leave you with a whole bunch of incredible people. Thank you so much for coming down again. Thank you for everything you did for the music scene, for us, and for everybody else. We're 8.5 Souvenirs. This next one is going to be on our next album called Off-White. It's called Swing Dry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Quattro quasi liberato, le dritte swing e sono megalo.
Le dritte swing e sono megalo. Quattro quasi liberato, le dritte swing e sono megalo.
Thank you so much, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Great show. Next Hall of Fame award. This is a cool one. This is a really cool one. From the first recordings for Houston's Peacock Records in the early 1950s to their induction tonight into the Texas Music Hall of Fame, these gentlemen have set the tone for gospel music in Texas and the world for half a century. The Bells of Joy Hall of Fame.
Thank you, thank you. On behalf of the Bells of Joy and our former manager, Esther Littlefield, who is in the rest home, we would like to take this time to say thank you to Margaret Mazza, Pat, and Rose of Austin Folklore for making this all possible. Thank you very much. And I would just like to say thank you.
Thank you.
Bells of Joy. Wonderful. All right, for the best instrument equipment store, best musical instrument equipment store. This venerable music emporium has dominated the category for almost 15 years. Once again, your favorite place to buy your picks and strings, Straight Music.
Here, I'll let you have that. All right, just lay your paper out here. There you go. I got a list here. No, just teasing. The entire staff at Straight Music appreciates your votes, and we're honored by this award once again.
Thanks. Everything.
Thanks much.
Straight Music. For the best Tejano conjunto. All right, check this out. A guy from the Midwest goes to California, falls in love with Texas border music. That leads him here to an award tonight for the best conjunto. Los Pinkies.
All right, thank you. This is the third year in a row. We're very proud to receive this. On behalf of my friend Isidro Samilpa and the whole family, thank you for the votes. Thank you, Austin, Texas. We're going to keep doing the good stuff for you. All right.
All right, buddy, you.
Thank you.
Los Pinkies. All right. For the best music television show. This is another perennial winner. Locally produced program has left an international spotlight on Austin for 2 decades. From Austin's alternative country show to the Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute, consistently great television, Austin City Limits. Terry Lacona.
Thank you, Paul Ray. Thank you, everybody. Well, what can I say that I haven't already said before? This is our 22nd year on public television stations. The show is seen every week in hundreds of cities across America by millions of people. But I'm telling you, it's always a great feeling to be appreciated back here at home. And just to remind you that Austin City Limits is still true to its roots, just this season alone, we've been able to present Eric Johnson, Don Walser, Kimmy Rhodes, Miss Lavelle White, Robert Earl Keen, Mary Kutrafellow, Jimmy Dale Gilmore, Marcia Ball, The Derailers, Libby Bosworth, Wayne Hancock, Dale Watson, David Halley, not to mention Willie Nelson and Lyle Lovett, who spend a lot of their time here. And with your support, we'll keep doing more of the same in the future. Thanks, everybody, very much.
Terry Lacona, Austin City Limits. For the best tape, he sang his way out of the La Zona Rocha kitchen and into a weekly gig there, and now his tape has won Best Tape. This guy's on a roll. George DeVore in the Rome.
Thank you all so much. When I was sitting back in Iowa and I was thinking about moving to Austin, one of the wicked, that is, about 3 years ago, I never imagined being part of the Austin music scene, let alone, winning an Austin Music Award. Thank you all so much. Thank you to the people who voted for me. Thank you to the people that have helped my career out, Book and Michael, Bob Destocki. And last but not least, thank you to the guys that sweat it out with me every night, Harry and John and Jimmy McFeely and Chris. Thank you all so very, very much.
George DeVore in the Rome. For the best world music. After dominating the reggae category for 1,000,000 years, these guys are now conquered the world. Killer Bees, best world music.
Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for doing this again, yet again. Thanks again. I want to also thank my partner, Michael E. Johnson, who was supposed to have been here. I don't know where he is, but I guess he's just running a little bit late. And this is a copy of our new CD. It's coming out this weekend. Y'all pick it up. It rocks. All right, everybody. Welcome to Austin. Thanks again.
Killer Bees. All right, for the best Austin radio. Rockin' Austin for over 25 years, his favorite station has swept the radio awards this year. Best radio DJ, Johnny Walker. Best radio program, Dudley and Bob with Deborah. Best radio station, KLBJ FM. John.
Thank you very much. I was looking at the crowd a while ago going, wait a minute, these aren't my listeners. They're too sophisticated. All my listeners are in South Padre, facing the sand, eating vomit. I was going, y'all don't have to leave Austin. You can do that right here, especially this week. Thanks a lot.
I'm here to accept the award for the Station of the Year, and I just want to say that for those of you who don't know, our call letters, KLBJ, come from our owners, Lyndon Baines Johnson and Lucy Johnson, who own us, and we got to thank them. And what makes a great radio station is two things. One, the people that work there. I got to thank everybody, our staff. Dudley and Bob with Deborah, Peggy Zars, Laura Slow, Johnny Walker, Chris Moser, the entire gang. That's part of what makes up a station. The other part is the music we play, and we got to thank all you in the audience. Austin music is the best. Thank you.
We won an award about November time for best morning show in the country in New York City called the Billboard Awards. This one means a lot more to me because it comes from you guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
KLBJ. All right, to present the award for Best Female Vocalist and Best Hard Rock, I was trying to get Johnny Walker to do it, but he had to catch a bus. So I will do it. For the Best Female Vocalist, Lisa Tingle.
I just got to say thanks to my band, Les Self, Filton, and John, and my producer, Mr. Carl Thiel, and KLBJ, the best rock station in the world. Thank you, Austin.
For the best horn player, I don't think he's here. This young blood tenor man, his dedication to straight-ahead classic jazz proves there's more to Austin jazz than martinis and cigars. Kid can really play. Elias Haslanger, best horn player. We'll make sure he gets the award. All right, Elias is here.
Thanks, man.
Hey, man, glad you made it.
From the cat that plays the best jazz, right here, Paul Ray. Yeah, check him out, his jazz show. Thank you very much, Austin. I'm born and raised here. It's an honor to get this award. I'd like to thank my band, Frederick Sanders, J.J. Johnson, Edwin Livingston. I have a new CD out, too. You can check it out. And thanks again. Appreciate it.
Elias Haslanger. Kid can play. The Texas Tornadoes.
1, 2. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? Thought I was your only vato. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? Won't you give me un beso? Come on, baby, turn around. but you don't have a microphone. Let me hear you do it one more time, a little bit louder. That's going on. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? Thought I was your only vato. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? Won't you give me a bell?
Oh, yeah! Austin, Texas, get down Tex-Mex style. Good to be back, baby. Give me some more monitor here. We're glad to see you. I guess you know we're missing a couple guys. Franco Jimenez is sick. He's going to be okay, but he called in this morning. He's had a little too much birthday, and the doctor put him in bed. He's going to be all right, though. God bless you, Flacco. Freddie's on the road. We got a special guest tonight. We're going to secretly keep it quiet, but he'll be here in a few minutes. We're doing all the hits tonight. We're a very lucky band. You know, some guys do the record they just recorded. We do hits that go back 20 or 30 years at least, and everybody loves them. Right now, we're going to do a song from our new Four Aces album. We're very happy to have our friends here from Reprise Warner Brothers Records. Bill Bentley, God bless you. Everybody knows Bill Bentley. He started right here on the Austin Sun long before about 400,000 people got here. He was writing it and hanging out the hole in the wall. We love him. He's a real brother. Doug Breeding. We have a lot of our friends out here tonight. This next song is a real phenomenon. It was in the Tin Cup soundtrack, and it really done well for us, and they did a dance version. So like in some towns already, we went from the conjunto stations over to the pop station with a little thing called A Little Bit Is Better Than Nada. We're going to do this for dinner. It's Jody, you're around. Jody Denberg, we love you, man. This is for you. Can you kick it off there, Augie? Touch of her hand, it makes me high, like the 4th of July. A bad bandito came into town. Man, I'm gonna hunt that gringo down. But these words keep a ringing in my ear. A little bit is better than nada. Sometimes you want the whole enchilada. A little bit is better than nada. A little bit or nothing at all. Second cool was not her style. Tourists is there, they drove her a while. The border's a place, but on a brand new face. In the bars that just hit town, shake 'em up, roll 'em down. I guess it was fate. I hope I wasn't too late. Bad, bad boys was on our trail. Fred Riley's on the solid jail. But these words keep a ringing in my ear. Everybody! A little bit is better than nada. Sometimes you want the whole enchilada. A little bit is better than nada. Oh, yeah! Tex-Mex, baby. That's our new album, Four Aces. It ain't new, it's almost new. And all that stuff. Sure good to have Jimmy Vaughn, Luann, all of our friends. And we wish Antone the best on their new club over there. Monday night was a really heavy deal over there. I woke up out of a sound sleep. Went over there, had to be there the last time to see where all these great people have stood, like Bobby Blue Bland and Stevie Ray Vaughan and everybody at the Antone stage. Remember Austin, Texas, we got a heritage here. Don't ever lose it, man, because there's a lot of great histories went down. And it's very important to keep it in mind because people that's getting here the last year, they don't remember all that stuff, you know? Because they weren't here to dig it, you know what I mean? So if you've been here to dig it, you better dig it. Am I on the money or what? Drink it up. And some things never change. Now we got a special thing we're going to do for you. We put this together just for this gig. We love this guy. He's from Houston, Texas. Anybody from Houston, Texas out there? I knew it. I knew it. I first knew him in San Marcos, Texas. That's where he started. And then, you know, again, it's an age thing. If you're old enough, you knew about the traits, you know. But when this song hit the airwaves, everybody went crazy. Are you ready, guys? Here we go. Are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, one only right here.
Oh, you're looking good, baby. Let's see for Doug and Augie and the Tornado. Hey! I'll work it so. Oh, you're looking good, baby. Good one time on me. Hey! I want to tell you a story. Every man ought to know it. If you want some good loving, you gotta start real slow. She gonna love you tonight. Now if you just treat her right, squeeze her real gentle. Got to make her feel good. Got to tell her that you love her, like you know you should. And if you don't treat her right, she won't love you tonight. If you practice Doug's method as hard as you can, you're gonna get a reputation, a loving man, and you'll be glad every night that you treated her right.
Thank you very much, Austin. Y'all have a great time tonight. Be careful and God bless you. And whatever you do, don't take no shit from nobody. We love you.
And Roy Head. As Roy Head would say, too much, baby, all right. Yes. Was anybody doing the gator out here? My. Let's give away some more awards while we're changing the set out here. For the best live music venue. One is an early 6th Street institution of rock and roll. The other's a shrine of alternative music. Both are great clubs. Best live music ties, Steamboat, Liberty Lunch.
Okay, and you say thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank you all for this. This is very cool. A lot of you know I've been managing Steamboat for about 8 years now, but about a year ago, me and my wife Leslie and my son Sean bought Steamboat. This is the first year that we've owned it, and to get this, thank you very much. Very cool. To share it with these guys, very cool. Thank you.
Well, both Steamboat and Liberty Lunch are open tonight, so we're going to do a real quick thank you because we got to go back to work. Here's Mark. Thanks.
And the quick thank yous are everyone that's played there before and those that want to. Thank you so much. City of Austin for allowing us to continue there. We'll never be able to buy our property. It just, it kills us. For those of you that voted for us, who've come out in the past, who've enjoyed the shows, thank you so much. We really are so proud to share this with Steamboat. We feel like two clubs that have been around for 20 years plus. It's kind of a vote for authenticity in town now that we're growing and being incorporated by so many people. Thank you, Austin. You're still here, and we're there for you. Good night.
I'm going to break something up here. We all will.
And now to present the best award for Alternative and Punk, Best Producer and Best Dance Club. From 101X, Rachel Morrissey and Whipping Boy.
How y'all doing, Austin? I'm the Whipping Boy, and I want to say I'm proud to be a part of 101X and a sponsor of the Austin Music Awards this year. I hope you guys are having a great time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Rachel Morrissey.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. What a great place. I think I like this a little bit better than Palmer. I don't know. This has been a great place tonight. I started off at KNAC, and now 101X and KNAC have joined forces together. And Spoon actually used to come up to KNAC, and they were on Homegrown. As a matter of fact, they were featured on our second CD, and it's kind of where they got their start here in Austin, Texas. So it's appropriate that I get to say congratulations and come on over here to Best Punk Alternative Band in Austin, Texas, presented to Spoon. Let's congratulate them, everybody.
I would like to thank Austin. We sort of wish that Britt, our actual songwriter, was here, but he's not, so thanks.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Congratulations. And we're also going to give the award for Best Record Producer. And this one goes to John Crosslin. Also, a good tie-in here. Best Dance Club. We do Retro Rage every Sunday night here at Paradox, 5th and Trinity, ladies and gentlemen. Best Dance Club, voted by you.
For the best funk band and the best pop band, the Ugly Americans. All right, for the best Mexican folk traditional, Tish Hinojosa.
Basically, now I'm supposed to kill time because none of the people showed up that were winning awards. Where are these people? Perhaps they're working musicians and have jobs, unlike these DJs that seem to be ready at any moment's notice. Anytime there's a Whataburger opening, Bob and Deborah are there. Johnny Walker, he lives at Sugar's. I know that. I've seen him there with Clifford Antone. Once again, I will ask, how many people from out of town? Let's hear it. Not many. Good. You can tell the people from out of town walking around. They got cellular phones, they got their beepers, they got their map, they got their sunglasses, they're all in black, they got their cowboy hat, and still they don't know what's going on. Our job is to try to make these people not want to move to Austin. I'm tired of getting stuck at that light at 6th and Lamar every day. Of course, this is the 35th annual Austin Chronicle Music Awards, or 15th or something, we really don't know. No one really cares anyway, because they obviously don't show up to win their award. It's not like they're giving a cash prize away or anything, no. Just a little piece of paper and a free subscription to the Chronicle. And don't forget to come back next week for the Green Sheet Awards. Everybody in Austin can win something if you just stick around long enough in this town. A lot of people dressed up tonight, and a lot of people really didn't give a shit, did they? You know, it's hard to be hip in this town, isn't it? My bag boy at Randall's had an earring and a tattoo, born to bag. And the retro disco look coming back, don't fall for it, kids. If you're not old enough to learn from the past, you're gonna mistake again. You know why disco was popular in the first place? Quaaludes were legal. We didn't know better. Burning, burning, burning. You didn't have to worry about disease, though. The main thing you had to worry about was that disco polyester suit going up in flames. All that's left is a gold chain. How y'all doing? Somebody buy me a beer. Nobody's going to work tomorrow, are they? Call in sick. It's South by Southwest. I can't work. I can't find a parking spot. So anyway, I was in 3rd grade.
That's why they call him Carry On, because he does carry on. And we're going to present this award now for the best hard rock band. These guys are here and they are ready to rock. Push Monkey, best hard rock band. Sorry about the mix-up.
That's all right, thank you. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'd like to thank the Austin Chronicle readers and KLBJ and Steamboat and Bill Ham and Lone Wolf and Kelly and Jeremiah. And thanks a lot to our fans, friends, and family. All right, thank you.
Push Monkey, give him a hand. Give him a hand, they showed. All right. And for the best sleeve art, they made it. Yeah, this is from the KVRX Cooking by Strobe Light for the best sleeve art. And here they are.
How y'all doing tonight? I'm Jen Garrison. I'm the station manager of KVRX, and this award goes to our graphic artists, Brad McCormick, Sharon Dang, and Son McCullough. Thank y'all.
Check this action, Jim. All right, for the best acoustic guitar with Tony Price or Loose Diamond, This young picker is always ready to play. That's why they call him Scrappy. Scrappy Judd Newcomb. Yeah.
Well, thank y'all very much. I certainly don't feel like I deserve this award, but I'd just like to thank some friends of mine, guitar players, who are much more deserving than I am for this, and for helping me out and showing me so many things. One of them, next guy coming up, I'll let you find out who that is. Casper Rawls, Rich Brotherton, Malcolm Wellborn, all good buddies of mine. Anyway, and a special thanks to Tony Price. Thank you.
Judd Newcomb, Scrappy Judd. Ah, I love those players. For the best strings. That can mean a lot of things, and in this case of this guy, it does mean everything. As one of Tony Price's guitar army or leading the Threadgill Supper Session, this guy can play anything with strings on it. Monsieur Champ Hood.
Well, it's kind of a deja vu. I want to thank Austin. I really love this place, and it's the people, folks like you, that make it special, draws me back here. I want to thank Eddie Wilson at Threadgills for giving me a place to play every week. I want to thank Tony Price for letting me play in her band every week. And I want to dedicate this to my friend Walter Hyde, who taught me so much about music and life. Thank you.
Champ Hood, great player. For the best new Austin band and the newest category, the best lounge. This Farmer Band of the Year singer has had more incarnations than Shirley MacLaine. And who knew he could sing like Sinatra? Yeah, best new band, best lounge act. Talking about Mr. Fabulous and Casino Royale. Dino Lee. Check it out.
Well, this came as a complete surprise. I didn't know I won any of these things. And I want to thank everybody out there that voted for us, all the fans, we appreciate it. And we want to thank all the other bands in town that play around here and make this town what they call the music capital of the world. I don't know. We got a lot of great bands out here in Austin, though. And I also want to thank Dale and Bob on KLBJ, the morning show. They had a lot to do with helping us out. Steve and Gabby over the Continental Club. And I want to thank Margaret Moser for putting on this show, and the Chronicle. Let's give them a big round of applause because they work real hard. And of course, Paul Ray. I could go on, but I'll stop. And I want to especially thank my evil twin brother, the King of White Trash. I want to thank him. I want to thank the Love Johnson, the Jackalopes, Reginald Reverend Jeffries, and of course, the hardest working band in town that I know, Casino Royale, which I couldn't have done this without these guys. Thank you. And we hope to see you tonight when you get a chance at the Ritz Lounge. We're performing tonight. Come by and see us. Thank you. Thanks again.
They love us. They really.
Mr. Fabulous. Yeah. Presenting the award for Best Electric Guitar, Best Singer-Songwriter in our next Hall of Fame, here are Kevin Connor and Brian Beck of KGSR.
What a party, what a party, what a party. Austin's version of the Grammys, and I just want to say I love this town, I love this town, I love this town. Todd Wolfson over here, rock and roll photographer. How about it? The music tonight, 8.5 Souvenirs, huh? Texas Tornadoes and Roy Head. Was he bad to the bone or what? The Sexton Sextet. These guys sound so good together. We got some more music to come. I think I'm presenting the best electric guitar. The best electric guitar, as we know in this town, there's a few you can kind of name on one hand, and the man that won tonight, I don't think he is here tonight. He's probably tuning something in the studios, but we all love him. His name's Eric Johnson, and he won Best Electric Guitar. This is my partner in crime, Kevin Connor.
Hey, y'all. You're looking good. It is a great honor to give 2 awards to the next gentleman. Not only a Best Singer-Songwriter, but also a Hall of Fame inductee this year. I first saw him play with a band called Rank and File back in 1981 when I first came here to Austin at the dear departed Alamo Lounge. After that, he brought together another band called True Believers. And about 10 years ago, we brought them on the radio for the first time playing live, and they rocked the town then. He started his own orchestra and continually brought innovation to music every time they took the stage. And sometimes he just gets crazy with a bunch of guys called Buick McCain. He's a friend, he's an artist, he's a grandfather, but he's still a punk. I'm proud to honor Hall of Fame member at the Austin Music Awards, Alejandro Escobedo.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. You know, when I first started out, I thought I'd be in the Baseball Hall of Fame, but I'm going to take this. I love this. You know. But I'd like to thank my wife, Dana, and my kids, Paris Paloma, Marcella Shashai, and Maya, of course, and all the bands that I played with, the Nuns back in San Francisco, and Rank and File, True Believers, Judy Nylon, and my love right now, Buick McCain, and all the musicians who played with me in the orchestra who never got paid. I love you, and thank you very much for all of this. Thanks a lot.
Alejandro Escobedo, Hall of Fame. Also, thanks to Kevin and Brian from KGSR. For the best new club and the best of 1997, C.B. Stubblefield loved Austin music. I guarantee he loved Austin music. And a club named for him in the old one-night location where Stubbs used to go see the Storm and the Cobras and Night Crawlers and all of us when we were kids. That's a perfect place. It's natural to have a new place called Stubbs. And you get barbecue. Best new club, Stubbs.
We would like to dedicate this to our founder, our friend, Mr. C.B. Stubblefield, who I know is with us tonight. We miss him a lot, and he's with us all, like I said. So, secondly, we would love to thank all the great musicians, and I know you're all here tonight, and you guys are what make the place very special to all of us here in Austin. And last but not least, thanks to all the people in Austin that support live music. I'm amazed night after night the place is packed, and it's without you guys we wouldn't be here. So thank you all for coming. We hope you make it down. Have a great South by Southwest. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Stubbs. We know you're looking at us right now. We love you so much.
Stubbs Barbecue. Stubbs would probably want to cook something for everybody. If he were here, he'd be cooking something. For the best songwriter, each year BMI Nashville sends some people down here that come join us every year to present the award for best songwriter. They're back again. Please welcome Clay Bradley and Roger Sovine of BMI Nashville.
Well, good evening, everyone. As you guys know, not much happens unless you have a great song. And, of course, songwriters on the very bottom of the food chain, but without them, none of this stuff means anything. And boy, do you have a great songwriter of the year this year. We got our good buddy, Mr. Dale Watson, for Best Songwriter. Yeah! Let's hear it for Dale! Yo, brother!
I am blown away to be in the company of such great Austin talent. I have to bring to mind a song that I wrote called Pride. I'm American, I'm a husband, and I'm a daddy. I pay my bills sometimes a little late. I love real country music. I love Texas. And I love my mama. And I love y'all. It's going to be that way till my dying day. God bless you. Country music in 1997.
Dale Watson. Also, thanks to Clay and Roger for coming down from BMI. Our next Hall of Fame inductee is a very, very special one, especially this year. He's been acclaimed Texas' best songwriter by some of the best songwriters in the world. He's a master wordsmith, a poet, and his songs touched us all. We lost him this year, and we're going to miss him, but we're going to remember him forever tonight. Townes Van Zandt, Hall of Fame. Here's JT.
Thank you, guys. I have a lot of help accepting this award from a lot of Townes' friends tonight. So we're going to get straight at that, but it's a true honor for him, and it was a pleasure growing up in Austin under his wing. It was kind of an adventure, but here we go. Jimmy Dale, you want to come up, kick things off? Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Townes.
Wow. Thanks, JT. Well, I'm going to be really short about this, you guys. We've got a real good show and with a very good subject. I loved this man very, very, very much, and I'm really sad he's gone. But he left a lot of good music. And I think he had as much impact on the Austin music scene as any other individual, maybe more than anybody else. That's my opinion. I think Townes Van Zandt was the guy that set the stage. And we're just trying to display a cross-section of his music tonight. That's everything's already been said about him, and I'll just say I love him and I miss him. And it's very much an honor to introduce JT Van Zandt as a performer here. He's really great, and thanks for being here, JT. And we got a lot more music to come. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for letting me do this, you guys.